So I've been hearing a lot of rumors that things have changed around Sedona and that some of the awesome boondocking spots that we have found are now closed. And I'm really curious if it's true or not. So we're headed up there today to check it out.
So where we're headed in Sedona, it's right outside of Sedona. We've went to it a few different times and camped. It's the most beautiful place to, I guess, boondock actually. It's called Forest 525 Road. The problem is we've been told that it's no longer friendly to boondockers. And so I'm on over under right now. People are saying that there's only like 8 camp spots and they're really small, and there's no longer dispersed camping. It's a $5,000 fine or 6 months in jail. And so I don't know what we're about to go find. Right now we're in crazy heavy traffic, but that's where we're headed because we kind of want to see it for ourselves and see what all of this is all about. And so we're going to show you guys and see, is Sedona friendly to boondocking any longer? It doesn't look like it is. We're going to find out.
We're literally crawling along at like 15 miles an hour, maybe 10 miles an hour actually. I'm guessing that there's a car accident up here because, I don't know, there was some sort of like emergency response flagger vehicle that passed us. We're 25 minutes delayed. We were supposed to be there at 11:50 and now they are projecting us to be there at 12:15. So
it's a little bit of a delay.
A bit of a delay.
Yeah. So if you're ever driving from Phoenix to Sedona, just know it's 2 lanes. We've hit traffic every time we've ever done this trip. It's not a easy little jaunt. It's usually a little painful, but worth it. We don't know if it'll be worth it this time though, but usually it is. So we finally made it to Sedona, to Forest Road 525. We're about to drive it and see what is actually going on here and answer some of the questions that we have for sure. And more than likely you have is, can you just drive on this road, pull off and boondock any longer? Do you have to call ahead? Is it campsites now? What's actually going on Forest Road 525?
All right, I think we're about maybe 1.5 miles, 2 miles in. And there used to be some really cool like pull off areas where it was like free camping. You could boondock, but I don't know what we're gonna find. It seemed like the entrance, the spots were a little more defined. They had rocks kind of around them. And wow, is it loud in here. But we're gonna go ahead and see what we can find up here, and we'll let you know what we find. All right, so there is a big rock here at the top of the hill, and I think that's what marks kind of some of the areas that we have parked in the past, but it's been a couple of years since we were up here. So, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, there's those rocks. So those rocks are always here?
No.
What?
So this is new.
What?
Oh. Okay, so that's new. That is the first area that was blocked off. But hopefully
Definitely
there's more.
Closed. Definitely so far closed. Yeah, I think there was some camping at the very front.
Yes.
And that was terrible looking.
Yeah, this is actually where it's really beautiful back over here. You've got some, I don't know, nice trees. There's some hiking trails and stuff back here. Landscape's actually kind of pretty. But, okay, here's another sign. Let's see what it says.
That other one was called Surprise. That was a camping area. Terrible. This is called Windmill. That's a camping area.
Oh, so this is what they've done. They've renamed everything. And then they have, here, show them the designated spot.
Oh. Wow.
There's the sign. Look how small this little area is.
How do you know if there's any other camp spots? How many camp spots are here is what I'm wondering. Should I go around the tree?
No, because you'll be in their camp spot. You got to kind of pull up over here, then you'll have to back
do
up.
A circle?
If you can. I think we're too big for a circle.
Wow, and there's bathrooms now. This is so interesting.
It's nice that they have bathrooms, but...
What? This is definitely 100% different than what it used to be. So they're designated camping spots, but like, how do you know if you get one or not?
Yeah. Yeah, this was another really cool spot over here, but it's closed. Yeah, this was another great place to park. You were a little close to the road. I do remember that part, but there was lots of camping, and then there's some cool trails that are right behind it as well.
A bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they've still got some camping areas that you can camp at, but they're very small and busy. I mean,
yeah,
it's actually tighter than like an RV park, I think.
Yeah, we haven't seen one available spot.
So, more closed area.
Yep, everything's closed. We're heading back to the spot that we usually stay at.
Yeah.
We come out here. We've come out here quite a few times, and usually you find just beautiful spots to stay at. But
Unfortunately,
so far,
things have really changed.
yeah. And what it's looking like, because I've heard there's 8 camping sites, and I think so far we've seen 2 of them. So I think that's what's happening. Yeah, so like right here.
Camping prohibited. So this is the spot that I was really looking forward to seeing, because I think it was one of the first ones that they started to level, because I remember thinking like, wow, this is great. It's nice and level and open, but it didn't have all like the rocks blocking it in. So I don't know. We'll check it out and see if there's anything up here.
Yep, this was it. Which is fine.
Yeah, he passed us coming in. Looks like he's looking for a spot. Okay, we have pulled off into one of the parking areas. I don't think this is actually a very good spot where we're at, but what we are going to do is pull off and have some lunch because I am super hungry. Okay, well, a few things shifted around while we were driving.
So we were talking to this guy who is staying here, and he said, yes, there are 8 dispersed camping sites. You don't have to call ahead, but you know, they can get full. So where we're parked right now really isn't a campsite. We're going to just eat lunch and then figure it out. But it's like good and bad, I think. Like the good parts are the parts that are closed off now. I think they're trying to let the land grow. It sounds like it got overrun down here and it was too crazy. And so they took control of it. And now there's designated spots. My only problem with that is, what if you get all the way out here and there's no spots available?
Well, if you get all the way out here and there's nothing available, I think you're just SOL. But
so what are your thoughts? Like, do you like what they've done? I mean, I'm kind of torn both ways.
I would say, I think it was probably necessary. I think after COVID, it just got like crazy back here.
Like, people were living back here.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be
like dispersed, so it was, I think, a maximum of 14 days. But it was getting out of hand, so I'm glad they did something. And there's bathrooms now, which is, I guess, kind of cool.
I'd love to know, have you been back here in the last few years? Have you been to Sedona, been to the Forest Road 525? Have you been back here after they have made it into dispersed camping sites? What are your thoughts? Do you think it's necessary? Did you think it's necessary? Does it bum you out? Because it's definitely harder to find a spot. I don't think we're going to get to find a spot here today, truthfully. But yeah, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I definitely wanted to see it for myself. I had heard rumors about this, but I really wanted to see, what did it look like? What did they do? And was it easy to come back here and camp?
I would say all in all, we've got a backup plan if this doesn't work.
My big pickle that I got.
This is your pickle.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas. We're gonna eat lunch. We'll be back.
Gonna take a look. Oh my goodness, it's so rough through here. We're gonna take a look for one more spot up the road, see if we can find anything that was there. We may have been able to make that work, but boy, it was like so tight. We were just
it didn't seem worth it.
No, I mean, drive all this way and drive out here into the middle of nowhere so that I can literally like camp right next to somebody, like literally like reach out and touch them close. Like I'll go look for another spot.
Okay, we're at the next one. It's called Greasy Spoon. And we've stayed here before too. But this one, yeah, this looks full.
Wow.
It's pretty though.
It's a great spot, but I literally think every spot's taken.
Yep. Because you can't stay by the bathroom and there's a big pile of water.
Wow.
Oh, he did. He found the good spot. Darn it.
Wow.
Okay, Bob, what do we do? Do we keep going and try for one more?
Well, so we have seen 7 of the 8 spots that are here.
Have we really?
We have. We have driven by that many.
Oh, we just didn't stop in all of them.
No, because they were full, so we didn't even take a look at them.
So do we go find the 8th one then if we're so close to 8? I didn't know that.
No, we're not that close to 8 because this road, you have to continue down this road and then it tees and it's down there somewhere.
Oh.
And that's probably like 2 more miles down the road. And it's actually not as pretty. These 2 spots right here are the prettiest spots. You have the nice view of the rocks and it's kind of green with trees and it is really nice up here. Well, I think we're going to have to activate Plan B and I guess you guys will have to just stay tuned to see where we end up.
No! And everyone said no! Because this is where we leave you today, guys. This is it. This is the video. Stay tuned for next week. Peace out.
Bye, guys.